Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shannel here. I am here finally with the highly requested, well needed kitchen update video. I'm gonna jump straight into this video because I believe you guys have waited long enough for this update. First, I want to say I loved how this makeover turned out. It was one of the biggest ones I've ever done. And if you're contemplating redoing your kitchen, stop contemplating and just do it. Just honestly, get up and start one thing by cleaning out the cupboards and then transition into actually going full force into the makeover. First, I want to talk about the choice of color that I had. I did a white cupboard and I absolutely love the white cupboard. It brought a bunch of light into the space that I honestly knew it needed. So that's why I chose white. There are a lot of drawbacks to doing white, as well as there's drawbacks to doing everything. So the drawback, and the most obvious one, when you do white cupboards, it's gonna get very dirty very easily. If you do the contact paper or bring in a new cupboard that is like professionally done and built and everything, if it's white, it's still gonna do the same thing. I wouldn't change the white. I would still go through the hassle of it getting dirty very easily, just because it does bring a lot of light into the space. It makes everything feels very light and kind of more airy and spacious. So I love the white. I absolutely love the white. I have a toddler and her hands and fingers, it gets everywhere. She eats, she puts it everywhere. So it's constantly cleaning. But now that I have gone through it for a long while, I can tell you how the cleaning process is. So if you're cleaning the white cupboards, I would definitely go with like those Mr. Clean white erasers. Those ones are great. Or you can go with a nice kitchen cloth that is like white. Make sure it's not any colors on it because it is gonna rub off on the paint that you repainted it. So make sure it's white, get you some soap, some warm water, and it's an easy clean, a very easy clean. And because I did paint over the contact paper, you can just go in there and do a fresh coat of paint and you get yourself a brand new cupboard, which is amazing. With the cupboards there, you can easily remove the contact paper and just redo another application of contact paper, which is amazing. And that's like one of the biggest pros, is that you can always refresh it and make it look brand new again. I've had it for 2 years or so. I have never refreshed it. It still looks brand new. If you get in close enough, like these close shots here, it's definitely, you're gonna see a little bit of mess on there, but for the most part, it hands down love it. You can go with black contact paper, but just so you know, it is gonna make your space look a little bit darker. If you do like that moody space, which is in trend right now, you can definitely try that out. Or if you have like a bigger space and you just want the kitchen to feel a lot more private and nice and just like cozy, then the black is the option to go with the contact paper. And you can do the exact same process that I did. With the process that I did, it's very seamless, it's very easy, and will get your money's worth. Let's move along to the board and batten that I did. The board and batten I did, it turned out way better than I thought it would. You can definitely use wood glue instead of nailing the board on. I did nail it on. It is gonna cause a hole within my actual island, which is completely fine. Like, I'm okay with it, because when we do move, I can put like those like wood stopping glues or whatever it is and smooth it out, and it'll be completely fine. It'll still look brand new, but I would probably go back and use wood glue on top of the contact paper. So therefore, when I do take it off, it's glued on the contact paper and not actually on the surface itself, so therefore it's such a seamless like tear down. But with the board and batten, oh, I am so excited of how it turned out. It lasted me a very, very long time. And also, there are some drawbacks to it as well. My only drawback, which it's not going to be everybody's drawback, is that I did put my dog food and my dog little like eating area right against it, so therefore every time he drinks his water or any of his water gets spilled on it, the board did kind of deteriorate just a little bit, and that is just on me. That's because I did it. I can sand it down and repaint it white, but I honestly like the area that it's in, so I just push it against the wall and it works out perfectly. But just so you know, if you do get the type of, I think it was MDF board that I use, and painting over it, if you do use that, keep in mind if you're putting it against the area that is going to get wet very easily, or it's going to come in contact with water very often, then that is just definitely going to be a problem, because it is going to deteriorate just a little bit there. Consider using that wood glue instead of nailing it on the actual island itself. And that is about it for the board and batten. Okay, so for the biggest part of the project, and the part that you've all been waiting for, is the countertops. My marble countertops are countertopping. It is still I haven't redone anything. I haven't done any updates on it or refreshments on it, but I do live with my partner, which we're the only ones kind of in the kitchen, you know, cooking and all that stuff. So we are careful when we put any hot stuff on that contact paper for the countertops, and for the most part we're careful. But right before I filmed this video, my partner did say like he dropped a hot lid on there, and as you can see, it melted the contact paper a little bit. And it's so crazy because over the past 2 years, nothing, no scratches, no burns, nothing has done that. And then just before I filmed this video, the actual pot lid like fell on there, and I guess it was on there for a while, and it burned through the contact paper because it was very hot. But that's about it. For the most part, I haven't gotten any stains. I know a lot of people have had like countertop stains and all of that. I haven't had any dramatic stains where it's very obvious. Like I might have like a little stain, but once I spray some all-purpose cleaner on there and wipe that down, it wipes down very easily. It's cleaned very easily. And I'm very happy with it. For the most part, the edges of where I apply the contact paper, those have been the most difficult parts for me because they kind of chip away a little bit, just because like the way I applied it. But I'm pretty sure if I redid it and applied it in a more like seamless way, I wouldn't have that problem. But for sure, if you're thinking about doing the contact paper countertops, do it. If you do have multiple people in your household that does use the kitchen, and you know they're maybe like teenagers that cook and they won't be careful with the hot lids, or they won't be careful when they're putting, like if you do make curry and they're putting like curry utensils or getting curry all over the countertops, if you're doing the white marble one, think twice about it, just because that's when you're gonna go through all these problems, and it's not gonna be like the best, it's not gonna be the most durable, right? So that's the only drawback to it. It has been very durable for me, but for you, think twice depending on your circumstances. But overall, it has kept up for the longest time throughout the years, and I would say do it especially if you're living by yourself and you want to kind of like uplift your kitchen, for sure. And it was an easy process application. as you can tell from the other video, and it's also an easy removal. Okay, so for my original video, I also got a lot of questions on the appliances. Mostly the questions were like, did our building replace it itself? Did I get... So I'm gonna answer all of that. So with the appliances that we got, we actually bought them ourselves. And because this is a rental property and it's not a property where I'm gonna be able to sell back at the end of our move, I decided to buy it myself. But with that, I did do a contract with with the owner of the building, or with the management of the building, and I wrote in the contract that we were the one that provided our own appliances, and upon moving we will be taking our appliances with us. And I made sure our building signed the contract, and I made sure we signed the contract and dated it. So therefore, when we are moving, there will be no issues, and they won't think we stole their appliances, because there won't be any left in our unit. So for that, I would highly recommend, if you are trying to replace your appliances and you do have the means to replace it, I would definitely go on Facebook Marketplace, kind of check out and see if they have appliances that are gently used. And that's where we got ours for a steal. Like, we lucked out highly on the appliances because it didn't cost us a lot of money. And right now, if we were to resell them, we would definitely get way more than what we bought them for, which, thank you, Jesus. That worked out very well. But yeah, write a contract, get your management or the owner of your unit or building or wherever you're renting to sign it, and make sure you sign it and date it as well. Do 2 copies, make sure they have a copy and make sure you have a copy, and keep that copy safe upon your moving date so you can present that to them and they have it on file. And 2, when it comes to removing the appliances that are currently in your unit, you can definitely get them to come and remove it. So maintenance person, whoever is in charge of that, they will set up a date. You set up a date with the management, or you set up a date with your landlord and get them to remove it from your unit. And you don't have to worry about any like storage cost or anything, any like storage problems or anything like that. It's just on them. And then when you move, you just take yours with you, which is like the best. Because if you're moving into another unit that maybe they don't have the most updated appliances, or if you just want to sell it, then you have complete options in doing that. If you're moving and your unit want to buy those appliances from you, then ching, you don't have to worry about moving, and you also have some extra cash when you're moving. So think about that. Think about how you want to approach it. But the building did not update the appliances. It was completely on us, and it was part of our little treat for ourselves for going through this kitchen update. So there you have it. And trust me, Facebook Marketplace is the way to go. This is not sponsored whatsoever by them. I'm just saying, like, go on there, do your research, contact the person, go look at the appliance and make sure it's in working effect and everything is perfectly fine before you make your decision in purchasing it, because there are a lot of online scams out there and I don't want any of you to get caught up in that. So do your due diligence for sure. And that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the update. If you have additional questions, let me know. I always try to answer all my comments. If I don't answer it right away, it's definitely going to be answered sometime down the timeline. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. A lot of you guys have reached out to me on Instagram, which is amazing. Cross platforms, getting you guys to like go over to Instagram to even DM me is it's amazing. I love that you guys are interested in this kind of content. So definitely let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what else you want to see, what kind of type of videos you like on here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I did hear some of your comments that me chat too much, but that's okay. I'm trying to give you as much information as possible, so that's why I try to make this very informative. So yeah. Me love chat, me know. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop talking right about now. Okay, so thank y'all for watching. You know, some love or no, don't forget to press the subscribe button down below. Press that thumbs up for watching this video to the end, and definitely put on that bell button. Click the bell button right there, just so you can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. Bye.